Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about love. Not a fairy tale love, not rom-com love, real love. The kind that makes your heart skip. The kind that makes a man pause or look again and never stop looking. Because love, real love, isn't about what you wear or how you smile. It's about how you exist. It's about presence, confidence, and power. Men fall in love when they see a woman who loves herself, loudly, boldly, unapologetically. A woman who walks into a room like she owns the air and breathes it without asking. A woman who doesn't need permission to be seen. That's attractive, that's powerful, that's unforgettable. You know what turns heads faster than beauty? A mind that speaks, a soul that listens, and eyes that know who they are. Men don't fall in love with the idea of perfection. They fall for authenticity. They fall for flaws that are owned, for quirks that are real, for laughter that isn't rehearsed, for ambition that doesn't apologize. Because a queen doesn't shrink, she grows. And when she grows, he notices. Men fall in love when they're inspired, when they're challenged, when they feel seen, not coddled, not completed, but encouraged to become. Because love isn't a fix, it's a fire. And women are the spark. A man falls in love when a woman chooses herself first, when she refuses to dim her light just to make him comfortable. He may look for softness, but he stays for strength, for backbone, for boundaries, for brilliance. Let me tell you something. A woman who knows her worth is magnetic. She doesn't chase, she attracts. Because she's not looking to be chosen, she chooses. That's how men fall. And when they fall deep. Because this isn't just about love, it's about transformation. Love is not just butterflies. Love is impact. It's the silence you remember, the strength you admire, the resilience you never expected. It's watching her rebuild, reclaim, rise over and over again. That's when he falls. Not in moments of beauty, but in moments of courage. Men fall in love with vision, with purpose, with a woman who knows where she's going and doesn't wait for him to pave the way. She builds her own, brick by brick, day by day. That's captivating, that's unforgettable. Let me tell you this. If you've ever been told you're too much, too loud, too independent, too ambitious, good. Keep being too much. Because real men fall in love with women who refuse to be less. The right man doesn't fear your fire. He warms himself by it. He watches it burn and wants to build with you. Not contain you. You don't have to shrink for love. You don't have to soften to be wanted. You don't need to play small to be seen, be fierce, be brilliant, be you. That's how he falls. That's how love begins. In admiration, in alignment, in authenticity. Because a real connection is soul deep, not skin deep. You are not here to be easy. You're here to be legendary. So don't settle for attention. Demand respect. Because love without respect is just decoration. But love with respect, that's devotion. Men fall in love when you don't need them to. When you're not waiting for validation. When you're dancing to your own rhythm, singing your own truth, living your own destiny. Be the woman who inspires him to be better. Just by being herself. Not changing for him, not molding, not bending, just being. And the right one? He'll meet you there, on your level, in your light, with open hands, not expectations. He'll love you for your voice, for your mind, for your spirit, for the way you never gave up on yourself. So speak loudly, dream boldly, walk proudly. You are the prize. You are the storm. You are the calm after. You are the reason. Men fall in love with substance, with soul, with fire, with women who own their power. So never dial it down, never play small, never dim your crown, because someone told you it was too shiny. If he's intimidated, he's not your king. Let him go. Keep rising, keep building, keep glowing. Because love isn't something you wait for. It's something you attract through purpose, through grace, through truth, through power. He'll fall. When you rise, he'll stay. When you don't beg, he'll grow. When you don't carry him, real love isn't heavy. It elevates. So don't chase love. Embody it. Be it. Radiate it. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are choosing yourself. And in that self-love, in that truth, in that power, that's how men fall in love. Not with your beauty, but with your essence, your soul, your fire. Let's get honest. Love isn't magic. It's not tricks. It's not games. It's energy. It's presence. It's consistency. A man falls in love when he feels safe, not coddled, seen, understood, not judged. When your silence says, I hear you. Men fall in love with space. The space you give them to grow, to be soft, to be real, to drop the armor, because the world tells them to be strong. But you tell them it's okay to be human. That's rare. That's power. Love isn't loud. Sometimes love is stillness. It's eye contact, it's presence. And men crave that. They don't fall for the loudest voice in the room. They fall for the one that makes them listen, the one who makes them question, reflect, grow. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be real, honest, clear, present. A man doesn't fall in love with the body. He falls in love with the way you speak life, into him, into yourself, into the world. He notices when you believe in him, but love yourself more, when you're his peace, but not his silence, when you're strong and still soft. That duality, that's divine, that's unforgettable. Men fall in love when you stop trying and start being, when you're no longer performing love, but living in truth. When you show up, not desperate, but full. Because love is not a hunt, it's a mirror. And when you reflect confidence, he sees his own. A man falls in love when you stand for something, when you have non-negotiables, boundaries, standards. He might test you, but he'll respect you. And if he doesn't, you walk, because real love doesn't require begging. You don't have to be the cool girl. You don't need to impress. You just need to own your essence. That's rare. That's powerful. That's when he falls. It's in the way you talk about your dreams, the passion in your voice, the way you don't shrink, even when you're scared. He notices, he feels it. That energy, that's love in motion. Because love isn't just about romance, it's about reverence, admiration, growth. He doesn't fall for perfection, he falls for progress. The woman who keeps evolving, who keeps moving, who doesn't stop for anyone. You want to know how men really fall? They fall when they're inspired, not entertained, not manipulated, but moved. He falls in love when you heal yourself, when you face your fears, when you turn pain into power. He watches you rise and wants to rise with you, not above you, but beside you. That's when love is built. On foundation, on friendship, on fire. So stop chasing, start becoming. Fall in love with yourself. That's how he will too. Because no man can truly love you. More than you love yourself, no man can lead you. If you don't know where you're going, you are the compass, you are the guide. You are not lost. You are becoming. And that's magnetic. He'll fall for your independence, not your dependency, for your clarity, not your confusion, for the way you walk away from anything that doesn't honor your spirit or your peace. Because your peace is priceless, and your presence is everything. You don't have to be his fantasy. Just be real, be raw, be radiant. The right man, he won't want to fix you. He'll want to know you, every version, every scar, every triumph. He'll fall for your mind, your mission, your madness. Because love, real love, is wild and wise. Men fall in love when you stop trying to be loved and start living in love. They fall when you let go of fear, of settling, of dimming, when you show them who you are, without apology. And let me be clear, you are not here to be chosen. You're here to choose your peace, your path, your power. That's how he falls. That's when it's real, not just chemistry, but connection. Not just attraction, but alignment. So walk tall, speak truth, set fire to smallness, and don't look back. Because love, real love, is waiting where you rise, not where you hide. He'll fall when you shine, when you soar, when you stop waiting and start leading. He'll love the way you love life. He'll fall, not when you need him, but when you know yourself. That's the truth. That's the secret. That's how men really fall in love.